Are you wondering why your family budget is so tight? This is another brief note from my book, The Heist. Bottom 90% wage earner income grew 29% between 1979 and 2021. Meanwhile, top 1% rose 206%, more than tripled. And the top 0.1% grew by 465%. This has been wage stagnation over the last 50 years. And remember, between 1975 and 2025, so that's the last 50 years, U.S. gross domestic product, so that's the total output of the economy per person, grew by 144%, nearly 2.5 times. But median wage earner income only grew 29%. So wage stagnation illustrated. 37% of Americans report not being able to pay an unexpected $400 bill without borrowing or selling something. And 49% of renters pay more than 30% of their income on rent. And that 30% number is the standard sort of maximum that a family should be spending on housing. And homeowners, 24% of them, pay more than 30% of their income on mortgage payments. And unbelievably, 16% of all households pay more than 50% of their income on housing costs. So how did this happen? Well, the rich and corporations have controlled the government for the last 50 years, and with support from both Republican and Democratic parties. But really, the rich and corporations own both parties because of the enormous amount of money that is allowed to flow into it. Under Trump, we've reached the pinnacle of the rich and corporations controlling the government. In all, 57 Trump officials are worth at least $100 million, so they're centimillionaires, including 17 ambassadors, and the remaining 40 are in senior positions across the whole executive branch. So don't be taken in by the affordability talk. It's about wage stagnation for the last 50 years. The rich and corporations are winning the class war. And remember, we are a very rich country. This is really important for the context of how you think about our situation. With 4.1% of the world population, we produce 26% of the world output. An amazing number. We're really great at producing billionaires. Our problems then are not resource issues, they are political. So here's the number of US billionaires. And as you can see, they've tripled, slightly more than tripled in the last 25 years. And just since the pandemic, they've almost gone up by 50%, 47%. Just enormous numbers. And how much wealth do these billionaires control? So as you can see, their share of U.S. wealth. So we're talking about hundreds of people here out of 340 million Americans. So in 2025, the 902 U.S. billionaires had 18% of all U.S. wealth. And just keep in mind that that's more than the wealth of the bottom 85% of the U.S. population. So there's more info here in my book, The Heist, how the rich and corporations stole the American dream. And it's available in ebook and paper from Amazon and paperback only from Ingram Spark. And go to theheist.us. It's the website for the book for more info. Thanks a lot.